From the highways that link our communities to the power grids that brighten our homes, the Ministry of Transport and Energy in Yobe State is steering progress both on the road and in the flow of innovation. I am Mark Kotabo. Stay with us and we'll be right back. Today on Impact Yobe, we journey through the engines of mobility and streams of energy transformation that are powering the pride of the Sahel. This is Impact Yobe. The Yobe State Government has commended the distribution of 50,000 bags of assorted grains to vulnerable individuals and groups across the 17 local government areas of the state. The initiative led by Governor Mai Mala Buni aims to cushion the impact of food insecurity and economic hardship on the most affected communities. Michael Oshoma reports.
This lineup of trucks contain assorted grains ready to take off to all the 17 local government areas. The items are for individuals and households who are most indigent across the states. In attendance are traditional rulers, development partners, politicians, amongst others.
This moment is not merely
In his address, the Executive Secretary of YOSEMA appreciates Governor Buni for his relentless support in making the program a reality.
Again, demonstrated foresight and empathy by approving this large-scale intervention to ensure that no family goes hungry among the most vulnerable. Your Excellency, under your leadership, Yobe State has become an example of resilience. From massive agriculture empowerment programs to landmark food security initiatives, you have continued to place the welfare of the citizens at the very center of government. The distribution of 50,000 bags of grains today reinforces your commitment to food as a right, not as a privilege, and further cements Yobe's place as a model of responsive and inclusive governance in Nigeria, in line with the vision and the renewed hope food security agenda of Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.
Governor Mai Mala Buni, while flagging off the distribution in the matter, says the initiative is part of efforts to promote food security and social inclusion across the states.
The category of the beneficiaries include 5,580 primary school teachers, 1,780 primary health center workers, 2,400 persons with special needs, and 1,200 Zangaya Malams. Others include 2,000 junior Okada civil servants, 2,000 staff of tertiary institutions, 600 staff of teaching and specialist hospitals, and 25,500 vulnerable persons across the 17 local government areas. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, let me seize this opportunity to assure you that the Yobe State Government remains fully committed to promoting agricultural development as a tool for economic growth, food sufficiency, and security.
Your visionary leadership has delivered 50,000 bags of live substance grains to those who need it most, distributed equally through the local government, ministries, agencies, institutions, traditional councils, and associations.
Your Excellency, accept our deep appreciation for this your type of programs and activities which you have been witnessing, which is next to nothing across the state.
With the distribution already underway, the government is assuring the public that more relief programs are in pipeline to support livelihoods across the states. Michael Oshoma.
The Yobe State Governor, Mai Mala Buni, has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to making security of lives and property a top priority. Speaking in Damaturu at the commissioning of 47 four-wheel drive vehicles and 50 motorcycles for security agencies, Governor Buni says the gesture is part of government's efforts to strengthen security operations across the state.
The purpose of today's occasion is to step up government's efforts towards supporting security agencies to to enable them carry out their duties effectively and efficiently as a means of ensuring the maintenance of law and order throughout the state. To achieve this noble objective, it has become necessary to provide adequate support to security agencies, especially in terms of logistics, to ease their movements on routine patrols or responding to distress calls from citizens of the state. You will recall that this administration some years back provided 30 Toyota Hilux vehicles and constituted a rapid response squad tagged Operation Harbour Maza Squad, which has been expanded to cover the entire state.
The vehicles were distributed to divisional police officers across the 17 local government areas, as well as the state police headquarters, the Army, DSS, Immigration, Civil Defense, Correctional Service, NDLEA, NAPTIP, and NAFDAC. Local government chairmen also received vehicles to aid their day-to-day security operations, while 50 motorcycles were shared among the agencies.
One vehicle each to the state police headquarters operations, the Nigerian Army, the Department of State Security Services, the Nigeria Correctional Service, the Nigeria Immigration Service, the Nigeria Civil Defense Corps, the Nigeria Drugs and Law Enforcement Agency, the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, and the National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control. In addition, one vehicle will be allocated to each of the 17 local government area council chairmen to enhance their day-to-day operations, while the 50 motorcycles will be allocated with the following ratio: 23 to the Department of the State Service, 10 to the Nigerian Army, 10 to the Airport Security Team, and 7 to the Vigilante Group. In view of the high cost of maintenance, of vehicles involved in security operations, the local government council chairmen are hereby directed to maintain the vehicles attached to divisional police officers in their respective local government areas.
The Governor's Special Advisor on Security, Brigadier General Dahiru Abdulsalam, retired, commended Governor Buni for his consistent support to security agencies, assuring that the vehicles will be put to judicious use in enhancing peace and stability across the state.
I believe that we shall witness an improved level of security in the state, as there will be no excuse for non-performance of duty.
As part of measures to boost media professionalism and equip professionals with digital tools, the Governor of Yobe State, Maimala Buni, has presented brand new laptops to 100 journalists who participated in a capacity-building workshop organized by the state government in partnership with the Nigeria Union of Journalists. The three-day workshop held at the Tahir Guest Palace in Kano brought together journalists from across Yobe State. The event focused on media convergence and strengthening ethical journalism and professional reporting in an age of fast-paced digital information. Representing Governor Maimala Buni at the closing ceremony, Secretary to the State Government, Baba Malam Wali, urged journalists to uphold the core values of truth, accuracy and professionalism in their reportage.
The workshop in the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Democratic Governance and the Contemporary Issues in Development of Yobe State, which is not only timely, but self-explanatory, also a critical investment in strengthening the pillars of democracy and fostering sustainable development in our dear state. It is important to state back that the capacity building as a matter of policy remains a crucial part of this administration. Our goal in this policy is the continuous promotion of excellence and the best practices in order to achieve efficiency and effectiveness in governance. Let me therefore from the onset acknowledge and recommend the existing coded and robust relationships which we have for years built and maintained between the Yobe State Government and the Nigerian Union of Journalists. This partnership built on foundation of mutual respect and shared vision of prosperous Yobe has been instrumental in the phenomenal progress we have recorded over the years. Your support in disseminating government policies and programs has greatly enhanced public awareness and participation that are making transparency and inclusivity in the hallmark of our administration. It is this relationship we deeply cherish and one that we must collectively strive to nurture and maintain to make it flourish in more years ahead.
Governor Bini further warned against sensationalism and inflammatory reporting, noting that such practices could erode the social harmony that Yobe State has worked tirelessly to rebuild.
It is common knowledge that we are in the era of rapidly evolving information technology, where misinformation can spread like wildfire. This is a reality that more than at any time necessitates the need for accuracy and the truth in news reporting. I call on you to eschew sectionalism and promotion of inflammatory topics that are capable of eroding the hard-earned public peace and threatening our social harmony. Your pen and other devices are tools for enlightenment, development, and unity. We must wield them with a deep sense of responsibility. In order to fully appreciate the context of our current journey, it is imperative to reflect on our recent past. For a decade, Yobe State, along with our neighbors, was subjected to brutal onslaught of Boko Haram. Our social pathway was torn, our economy crippled, and our very existence threatened. The dark clouds of this typical year sought to eclipse our hope in the collapse of our system.
Speaking with Impact Yobe crew at the event, the Honorable Commissioner for Home Affairs, Information and Culture, Abdullahi Bego, reaffirmed the administration's commitment to inclusive development guided by the principles of continuity, consolidation and innovation.
Of the Yobe State Government to help members of the journalism community in the state to upscale and to improve their practices as journalists and members of the media profession. And based on the resource persons that we have, we understand now that there is convergence of the media, the collapse of newsrooms from stand-alone newsrooms for TV, stand-alone newsroom for radio, stand-alone newsroom for newspapers, into digital platforms where all the three and more come together and operate. And our audiences are the better for that. People now have improved how they access media content. Many people now use their phones to access TV, to access radio, to access online content, and to go online to be journalists themselves, citizen journalists. So a lot of things are happening around the media space, and we thought that our journalists and members of the media community across Yobe State should not be left behind. They should have some understanding and insight into all the exciting and new things that are happening across the board, so that they are better able and more capable to fit in, to chip in, to do their own part, and to take advantage of all the potentials that are bound in the media space.
The workshop featured paper presentations, practical training, and interactive discussions. All sessions were designed to equip participants with modern tools and ethical frameworks that align with global best practices.
Hello and welcome to the interview segment on Impact Yobe. Today, I'll be speaking with the Commissioner for Transport and Energy, Yobe State. He is none other but Honorable Mohammed Bara. Good to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Now, Honorable, very quickly, I understand that there are 4 agencies under your commission. Can you please help us break it down one after the other so we can understand what exactly we'll be doing here today?
So I have to commend the effort of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Yobe State, Honorable Dr. Moima Labuni, for finding me worthy to be a member of the State Executive Council and a Commissioner for Transport and Energy. So the Ministry of Transport and Energy, first we have the ministry, that is the mother ministry. It has a commissioner, permanent secretaries, 6 directors. Then we have 4 agencies under the ministry. Number 1, we have Rural Electrification Board, that is REB, which is headed by the general manager. Then we have Yobe line, that is transport, is also headed by the general manager. Then we have Muhammadu Buhari International Cargo, which is headed by the MD. In the absence of MD, we have the head of operation. Then we have Yorota, also is headed by the GM. So every agency has its own responsibility. Yes.
Now, Honorable, quickly, what is the current status of runway lighting and aeronautical installations, and when is the Damaturu Cargo International Airport expected to become operational?
We are waiting for the arrival of His Excellency to get 1 plane which we can do the test with it. According to the engineer, it's about 20 kilometers above, so you can see the light on the ground. Right. So if it is from 20 kilometers above, you cannot see the railway lighting, so it's not correct. So very soon we can do the final test and get our license for non-scheduled and scheduled flight. Yes.
All right. Now, Honorable, now that you have given us a bit of hope with the, when the operations will take off, I think it will be interesting for the Yobe indigenes watching this show now to see and understand that how is the state government actively attracting private sector investment at the airport.
Yes, we have many private sectors waiting for the investment when we get our license for the fully operation. Okay. Yes. For instance, we have one, like Bentec. Okay. Yes, they are waiting. Yes.
Okay, so you're saying now they are waiting for the final license to take off before
everything is on ground.
Okay, all right. Well, since you have given us that preview, I think it's important we move on to the next question. Now, can you provide details on the 300 solar street lights installed between Guba MS Palace and Buniyadi Bridge, and of course, particularly regarding funding sources, installation timeline, and their impact on local energy access?
Well, about the solar energy, it's over 10,000 solar energy has been installed across the state, okay. Not Buniyadi alone. Okay. So we have 5 major towns, that is 6 major towns in Yobe. Right. One, we have Buniyadi, then we have Damaturu, right. Fortescue, Gaishua, Nguru, Gaidam, okay. And we have Ring Road in Damaturu. Then we have 4, where that is the main roundabout, to Fortescue Road, to Maiduguri Road, to Gaishua Road, then Maiduguri Road. Also we have Malari, then Abari, Nasarawa, so many places to mention. Is over, I have the list with me, okay. About 32.
All right, 32.
Major towns, yes.
Okay, major towns.
Yeah.
Okay, give us, a bit of accomplishment with the Yobe State Road Traffic Management Agency, Yorota. Can you at least tell us a little bit about, that, agency right now, and just give us a bit of light into it?
So they have many responsibility to do. Right. One of their responsibility to assist the state in collecting revenue. Okay. Yes, because they have many responsibility to do.
All right, Honorable, now how is the government encouraging private investment? And before that question, how is your commission, enhancing youth participation in the ministry? Because we know that youth out there will be longing to, get themselves engaged, get themselves busy. Is your ministry doing, making efforts to engage the youths, in your operations currently?
Yes, His Excellency is doing his best through the Ministry of Transport. There's a plan on ground to purchase over 500 that tricycle machine.
Okay.
Yes, to the youth. So he has been purchasing to the youth every year.
Okay.
So there's a plan.
Okay, for
Yes, to engage youth.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Honorable, now, what are the ministry's strategic goals over the next 2 years for sustainable transport and energy development, especially regarding urban infrastructure? From what you have done so far and how you have been able to carry the responsibility of this ministry, what are you looking forward to in the next 2 years? What are the Yobe indigenes going to be looking forward to the achievement in the next 2 years?
So now the ministry has over 100 buses, and we have a plan on ground with the Zenith Bank to purchase more vehicles to ease transportation in Yobe State. And it's very soon we can sign the agreement with them. There's a plan, yes.
So are there any other thing you want us to know? Are there any other thing you want those watching to understand that you have not said yet? Maybe just throw more light on it.
So one thing I want you to know, or the general public to know, Mr. President has signed a bill that is 2023, that every state must have its own law. So the law must be uniform of the 36 states. So we have a draft of the bill. Okay. So we have identified more than 50 communities that are far away with the national grid. Okay. So His Excellency has a plan to do solar energy for them so that they can tap the light and use for their daily activities and businesses. Yes.
Honorable, let us look at you as a human being, because I know that you are a busy man. I see how your team rally around you and how you guys have been doing everything to ensure that everything works out perfectly. So, Honorable, how do you relax apart from work? What do you do to relax when work is not, in front of you? How do you enjoy yourself when work is not in your table?
So let me tell you, I have only maybe 1 hour or 2 hours to relax. Okay. After the office, I have 4 wives. Okay. 33 children. Then 11 brothers and sisters. They are all under my care. Okay. So I have to give them time and listen to their problem one by one.
After the other. Okay.
What I could be able to do, then I will do. What I cannot, then I will give them time. Right. Yes, so I have many activities day in and out. Yes.
Now, if I will ask you this, are you a morning person? Are you a coffee or a tea person in the morning? So, what do you take in the morning to give yourself?
Do you know umami?
Umami?
Yes.
I don't know that. Tell me, what is it?
When you cook food for dinner, so you reserve part of it, then you warm it in the morning, then and take it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what you take in the morning?
Yes.
All right.
As a family man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful time talking to you on this. Are you an Arsenal fan?
No.
Which team do you support?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Honorable, you never walk alone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you.
Bless you too. All right, you heard it from the Commissioner for Transport and Energy, Yobe State, Honorable Mohammed Bara. It's been a wonderful time talking to him and, of course, speaking about several agencies under his commission and the plans enacted for the installations of free energy and, of course, solar. And he was quite sincere to say quite a number of other projects that are yet enacted. His general managers heading some of these agencies will be in the best position to tell us exactly what plans they have installed. But we've been able to extract a few information as regards to what this ministry is all about. But thank you very much for watching. And of course, this is still Impact Yobe. Never mind. We'll come back to you again next week for more. Stay tuned. Today on Impact Yobe, we've witnessed how mobility and energy are transforming lives, fueling growth and powering the pride of the Sahel. I am Marco Tabo. Thank you for watching. Join us again next week for another fresh episode. Goodbye.